Hey guys, how's it going? And this video is going to be telling you a few weapons that you probably have in your vault somewhere that you probably haven't really dug out, or you have a few weapons that you still want to be able to get because either they're locked behind quests or you still haven't got them because random number generators. First one on our list here is Thorn. And, well, let's just say that this gun has a bit of a reputation for stuff in PvP, but honestly, now with the changes that they made it in Destiny 2 and the recent changes to hand cannons for good or worse, Thorn has recently came up as a very good gun in both PvP and PvE. One, because of its poison damage that that is not affected by range, so you can basically two-tap somebody. Well, kind of two-tap somebody. The poison finishes them off, but yeah, still, it's just as good as it was back then, as long as you have that Soul Devourer perk active. Anyway. And the thing is about Thorn and PvE is the fact that every single time you collect a soul orb, it reloads a bit of the magazine. So if you're lining up your shots and getting rid of a whole horde, you got a ton of those little orbs around to reload your weapon with and get that damage buff to that good old poison damage, making it pretty decent at taking out majors. Sure, it's not, app rate perfected or Memento Mori from Ace of Spades, but it can sure do the job. And a few honorable mentions in the same video here is going to be the Recluse. Everybody's using the Recluse these days. And how you get it is through PvP, aka doing a lot of sweaty comp matches, but honestly, comp now is actually kind of easy because all the meta stuff going on with the Eye of the Gatelord perks and whatnot. Go ahead and experiment a little with some melee builds with Thunder Coil or Arc Battery dodging shenaniganery if you're on a hunter. And overall, you're going to have some crazy times in the Crucible trying to get this weapon. The main perk on here is good old Master of Arms. What it does is that basically, once you get a kill with any weapon, it boosts your damage. So, you can basically go around with Thorn, get a bunch of kills, and have the Soul Devourer perk activate in the background, swap to your Recluse, keep on shooting. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And some people even use it for taking down majors and stuff because of that Master of Arms perk is just that good. Anyway, then you have Ward Whiff Coil. Or at least, that's what I like to call it, Ward Whiff Coil. Ward Drift Coil is the actual name of it, but it's a rocket launcher that does not shoot one rocket, but a huge volley of rockets. You've probably seen it in the very beginning of Destiny 2. I think I might have even done a video on it. And in this thing, it only has one bullet in the magazine, but it has a few things going for it. One, the fact that, it does shoot multiple missiles, so damage is pretty high, and it's very good for ad clearing in that same respect. And kind of decent in PvP because only one of those rockets in that volley needs to hit in order to kill the Guardian. Anyway, with another thing with this rocket launcher is the fact that if you have it out and it has no ammo in it, if you run right over top of a good old heavy ammo brick, you go ahead and automatically reload the thing for free just because you ran over a heavy ammo brick, which is pretty cool. So you can get to shooting a little bit quicker, although you're going to have to reload the extra shots that are already in your reserves. Anyway, the only, say, bad thing about this weapon is one, ammo economy, because, it's a rocket launcher, and two, is because there's so many missiles in your volleys that you might accidentally shoot yourself, especially if you have tons of teammates that like to get in your face. Like in a raid or something, it's probably not going to be the best, but in something like Strikes or Vex Offensive, it would be absolutely awesome. And overall, it's a decent gun. get it out of your collections. Use it once in a while just for fun. Because, well, it's a lot of missiles. And especially with damage buffs like from the Void Grenade thing from the good old Artifact, or from a Shadow Shot or a Hammer Strike. And let's just say, then it does crit damage. Because everything does crit damage when the thing is debuffed. So, yeah, you're going to do a ton of DPS with this thing if you're using it correctly. Anyhow, another little honorable mention is Randy's Story Knife. You'll see it in a few more videos, mostly because it's a pretty good scout rifle. It's maybe not the best for ad clearing and whatnot, but I'd say it's pretty good once you get kill clip running, and very good for rapid multiple hits on, like, say, a major, whenever you need to hit the head multiple times, because rapid hit is on there, helps you reload the mag. And other than that, it's also amazing in PvP. In fact, you get it from PvP. It also just happens to be decent for PvE. And yeah, I'm using it here in Vex, in the good old Vex Offensive, because, well, overall scout rifles in here are pretty decent, especially with dealing the snipers. You can pop the guy's head off pretty easily. Anyway, then you have Cold Heart. You've probably seen this guy a long time ago, back in when D2 first released, when you were using it against Callus, or even in the Osiris DLC against that huge Vex Hydra. And, well, Cold Heart is pretty cool because recently, not necessarily with Shadowkeep, but recently Trace Rifles got a buff in their headshot damage. So you can melt stuff pretty easily. And sure, there are other Trace Rifles like the Prometheus Lens and Wave Splitter, but the thing is, Prometheus Lens is more of an ad clearing weapon, with the fact that the beam actually kind of magnifies but doesn't really do much other than that. And Wave Splitter, it honestly only does good when you have it on the max setting, and how to get it there by guarantee is by having an orb of light sitting around all the time. Sure, you can probably do that and whatnot with a coordinated fire team, but it's too much fuss to set up. So I'd say the best thing about this thing, about Cold Heart, is the fact there is no setup. You just gotta aim at your target and stay on target. And that's all you need to do an absolute ton of DPS, to be honest. And honestly, you do an absolute faster amount of DPS compared to something like a sniper rifle like Izanagi's Burden. Izanagi's Burden does more damage per shot, but something like Cold Heart or anything that, you know, has a high fire rate does it in, well, less time. It just takes some aiming to actually get all headshots, which, you know, may be a little bit different. As well as the fact that debuffs exist, so you can amplify that damage even further. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video around here, and go ahead and click that like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And overall, just have fun. See you guys in the next video.